What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. So today I've got some training videos from a few weeks ago. This is actually going to be my last video that I film on this camera. I did get a new camera and I have a few videos in the pipeline. But yeah, I've got a few leg day videos that I'm going to overlay here. And I just wanted to talk about something that made a huge difference in my lifting journey. So if y'all remember in my last video, I was talking about things I wish I knew when I started lifting. And in there, one of the things I mentioned was starting with my compound movements as just like a general way to progressive overload. But what really made a huge difference for me about 2 to 3 years in that allowed me to put on even more muscle and reduce my risk of injury is actually pre-exhaust. So pre-exhaust means fatiguing a target muscle with an isolation exercise before moving on to a big compound lift. Now, you might be thinking, why would you do that? Don't you want to be as strong as possible for the big lift? And the answer is yes, but at the same time, you want to have that mind-muscle connection. You want to reduce your risk of injury. And with pre-exhaust, you can do both of those things. For example, if I'm doing a chest workout, right? And I would normally start with a bench press. What I would do to incorporate pre-exhaust would be to go on a chest fly, get as much blood flow into the chest as possible. And I honestly, I go pretty hard on the pre-exhaust. I go pretty like fatiguing, almost close to failure. So that by the time that I get to my bench press, my chest is already so pumped, but also mildly fatigued that the weight that I do on the bench press is gonna be a lot less, which is therefore gonna put less stress on my joints. But at the same time, I'm still getting that time under tension. So it's a really great way to just switch up the training and just give your muscles a different stimulus. But once I started doing this, these lagging muscle groups like my shoulders, my chest primarily, started growing like they never had before. For those of you that are lifting, for example, chest or back, and you're not really feeling the muscle working, a pre-exhaust can be a really great way to kind of wake up that muscle and feel it on the main compound movement. So for chest, this would look like a chest fly followed by a bench press. For back, it would look like a lat pullover followed by a lat pull down or a barbell row. And for legs, I always, 100% of the time for legs, not this workout that you're seeing right now, but for legs, 100% of the time, start with a leg extension. Or if I'm starting with a deadlift, I'll start with a seated leg curl. And that just gets the knee joint going, and you're just gonna feel the muscles recruit a lot better. Now, I do wanna say, if your goal is to be as strong as possible in the gym and move as much weight as possible, then this is probably not gonna be something that you're gonna wanna do. You are gonna be moving less weight on the main compound movements. But the way I would program this would be to use it on a lagging muscle group or on a specific phase of my workout plan. Not necessarily every workout, although I do find myself using it more often than not. But generally 1 to 2 pre-exhaust pairings per week per muscle group is plenty. You combine that with a good warm-up and progressive overload, and there's a really strong chance that you're gonna be putting on plenty of muscle. Now, with that being said, I think this speaks to an even larger overarching message or overarching idea with training. Now, as I've said, I don't claim to have all the answers. I am a trainer. I have been a trainer for a few years now, but a lot of what I speak about comes from personal experience, and even more like bigger picture than a pre-exhaust is just variety within your workout plan. And if you're constantly going into the gym and you're doing the same workouts and you're doing the same exercises and you're doing the same weights, your body's not gonna adapt, because part of making progress is your body has to adapt to a new stimulus. So if you're constantly giving your body the same stimulus, your body's eventually going to stop adapting. So whenever I reach a plateau or whenever I find that I can't add weight or I'm getting stuck, that is a good indicator to me to do either one of two things. Number one, either take a deload week where I reduce my volume by 50%, do much less, maybe go to the gym only 2 or 3 times that week, give my body a rest, and usually when I come back, I'm a lot stronger than I was before. Or number two, I will change my workout plan or whatever main exercises I'm focusing on. And what I find, for example, if I've been pounding away at a bench press for a really long time and I get stuck Maybe I'll focus on a dumbbell incline press for the time being, and I'll progress on that. And it's like I have so much more room to grow once I go to that movement because I haven't been doing it long enough to really hit that plateau. But what I find is as I get stronger on that other movement, in this case, a dumbbell incline press, when I go back to the bench press, I'm actually much, much stronger. And that variation is something that I think isn't talked about as much as it should be, but it just goes hand in hand with the body always adapting and always having to adjust to the new stimulus that you're giving it. And ultimately, that's how you ensure progress, because in your first 1, 2, 3 years, you're making progress all the time, right? You're adding weight to the bar, but eventually once you hit years 4 and 5, you kind of got to get creative with it, new exercises, and just like thinking outside the box with your workout plan if you really want to ensure that you're making progress. So anyways, that's going to be it for this portion of the video. The next part is just going to be a little workout edit that I got with my boy Chris in a recent chest workout. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
All right, y'all, really solid lift today. Didn't have time for too many exercises, but it was really great being the only one in the entire gym. I've got some post-workout rice cakes right here. Chocolate rice cakes are like a staple in my post-workout routine. But, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I've been dealing with a fair share of nervous system sensitivity, nervous system issues this year, which I'm just now getting sorted out. So for me, even though I only went up to 315 pounds this session, it was a really big win for me to just get my body and my nervous system used to lifting those heavier loads. And I've been building it up for a while now. For about the last 1 to 2 months is really when things started to get a lot better. 3-4 months ago, I was able to work out maybe at like a 5 or 6 intensity. Now I'm at like a consistent like 8.5, just getting back to 100%. I'm still feeling like some of these movements are very taxing still, so I'm still really trying to listen to my body, but I know it's only a matter of time before I get back to 100%, and I just can't be more excited for that. So anyways, yeah, as far as my workout split goes, I'm toning it back on the legs because my legs have been very dominant for far too long. Trying to focus on my chest, shoulders, triceps, since those are my lagging muscle groups. Back has always been a strong suit of mine, so only doing 1 back day, 1 leg day, and then 2 chest, shoulder, tricep days. And yeah, it should be good. Really trying to embrace the bulk. It's tough, being so much heavier than I was just 6 months ago when I was single digit body fat. But I'm really going to take advantage of being at this higher body fat to really put on as much muscle as possible and really dial in my training and my nutrition. So, gosh, I feel like I'm out of breath and I need food.
What's up, y'all? Currently here waiting on Chris. We're gonna go to EOS to hit some chests. So it's actually been quite a little bit, probably like at least 4 or 5 months since we worked out together, but it's gonna be a good lift. 8 p.m. currently. It's a little bit of a late lift for me, but I'm making it work. Really wanted to work out with him and catch up a little bit. I have a pre-workout meal right here. As you just saw, Uncle Ben's jasmine rice, 3 eggs, and it should be a solid workout.
Big dreams, big moves. I was made for this. Small kids, small town. Never changed a bit. Long roads, cold nights. I had to pray for this. Stayed down, came up. Never played with this. Vision clear now that I came out the darkness. I swear if I never made no would've left me broken hearted, but it's big hustling, big spending. Work hard, play harder. I'm in no state of living good, but keep acting like it's nothing, burn like firewood. Keep that flame inside me, hustling, doing as I should. It was days that I was fumbling, always knew I could. Now the cash, it keeps on coming. Back to back, go for the wake up, all I know is day to day I get it. Had a son, now he mine. Sit and look at losses like a blessing in disguise. Think about times I almost died. I had angels by my side. Now it's back to back, I'm off the wake up, get it off the go inside to save the money strapped. I love to grab it. You can take it from me, cause I only need my time. Getting old, I'm doing fine. Doing me and I survive. Big dreams, big moves. I was made for this. Small kids, small town. Never changed a bit. Long roads, cold nights. I had to pray for this. Stayed down, came up. Never played.
What's up, y'all? Not sure when I'm gonna post this, but I just wanted to share the newest investment that I made just yesterday. So this is going to be really, really big for just personal brand, for Iron Lyrica, just everything. And if you know me, you know how passionate I am about, you know, just creating content and just like being artistic in that way. And just like, I've always been really into photography, videography, that whole thing. So even aside from my content, just having a really, really good camera, I feel like it's something that I just really enjoy. And this current camera that I'm filming this on is not necessarily the best. Photos are good, but like video's kind of sketchy, and it's not something that I would get excited picking up. But this right here is really something that I'm gonna be able to invest into myself and also in Iron Lyrica. So I'm really excited about that. So let's go ahead and let me show y'all what I got here. So this is the Sony a7 IV. All right, so you got the A7 series in Sony, the A7 regular, the A7 Mark IV, the A7S III, and then also the A7R. And the R is more photo focused, the S is more video focused, and then just the standard A7 model is kind of like a hybrid between the two. So this is a very high quality 4K camera, 33 megapixel, full frame, mirrorless, that whole thing. Just like really excited to put this to use and just to have some fun with it. And I already know I'm gonna get a good run with this camera, many years. There's gonna be a lot of content that's gonna be filmed on this camera. Very excited about it. I got this lens. It's a Sony 16mm 1.8 prime lens. Prime lens basically just means that you can't zoom in or zoom out. 16mm is going to be great for vlogging, for video, that whole thing. And then 1.8 means the aperture can open really, really wide and let in a lot of light. So this is going to be a really fun lens to play with. And then I also got this Rode microphone, shotgun microphone for the camera as well. So let's go ahead and let's unbox this thing. Luckily I was able to get this on sale. It was Labor Day and they were running a Labor Day sale. So the camera was actually about $200 less, which was nice. I'm gonna have no idea how to use this thing, but I already know the learning curve is gonna be really steep. Going from Canon to Sony, and this camera just has so many different things it can do. There we go. So they gave us a USB cord, USB to USB-C, a little neck brace thing. Let's see what's going on here. Ah, okay. So that's probably to charge the camera. I guess that's good, you don't have to take out the battery. And, oh, there's something else in here. This must be the battery. I guess this is the battery. Yeah, this is the battery. Got the camera right here. Wow, this thing is serious for sure. That's so cool. Let me see if I can get up close. Right, really big screen. The screen comes out fully articulating, right? Wow. Very cool. Let's open up this lens. This thing is big. This thing is really big. My goodness. Wow. Yep, here you go. Here it is, Sony 1.8 16. This thing is really, it's kind of light, but it feels really, really well made, really high quality. And yeah, so that's gonna be my starting setup for now. I am planning on adding one more lens pretty soon. And then yeah, just got the mic, which I'm going to unbox here in a second, but overall just feeling really excited to just have this and to be in a position I feel like I've worked hard the last 2 years on my personal training, and I couldn't be more excited to see what's to come in the future. So really just excited about this and happy. So yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.